36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. When we get matchups like this, guys that just won't quit, they'll be there every step of the way like Gaddy Ward. Sometimes there comes a point where one fighter thinks he's got himself an advantage. He's done something great. But then the other fighter doesn't go away. How does that play out in the minds of each fighter?
Usually it doesn't affect the kind of guys you just mentioned, Gaddy and Ward. They're made how to cement these guys. They're already set in their ways. They know what they have to do. They're not going to get thrown off just because somebody's still there.
That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. Roy Jones Jr. is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. A nice, crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. Now there's the hook by Roy Jones Jr., and he does it superbly. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Working the body.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Ten seconds remaining in this round. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Sugar Ray Leonard. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Double jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Didn't get it done going to the body there. And he engages in the clinch.
Come on, kid.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Not precise at all by Sugar Ray Leonard. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Sugar Ray Leonard's ripped by an uppercut. Very accurate two-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. That was a miss by Roy Jones. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Halfway through round number 2.
Focus.
A crushing 2-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Not able to land the headshot.
Back to the body.
SRL getting rid of that punch.
Come on, kid, focus.
Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Roy able to block that punch. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. And he just holds on there. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And the round comes to an end. Roy Jones Jr. is going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
And round number 3 is underway. Good defense, just covering up down low. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Keep working the body. Shut down.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Good flush shot upstairs. Blocking a score. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Wow! Ruined in one instance. Just done. Fight over. Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Nice defense. Good block by Sugar Ray Leonard. And he ties up on the inside. Halfway through round number 1. But gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Leonard. Jones is showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Roy Jones Jr. is able to avoid that punch. And clicks of the talk. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
You need to cover up, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Listen.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
You got this one.
Jones is putting forth a great combination there. A huge right hand from Roy Jones Jr. Teddy, I've heard you say it a million times early on in a fight. If there's any one piece of good advice you can give, it's start depositing it into that bank. Go to the body.
Yeah, because the interest comes later, and you're going to see the payoff in the late rounds.
Sugar Ray Leonard's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. You see how quickly he pulls the trigger on the hook after that block? Reaching the halfway mark of this round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Jones's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
Come on, kid, focus.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Jones is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Lenoard's combination punching is working well here. He digs in with the left hand to the body. Roy Jones Jr. with a big uppercut. Lenoard's proving to be elusive. Last 10 seconds. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Sugar Ray Leonard's getting a break as for now, but Teddy, he looked horrible at the end of that round. He was taking a lot of punishment.
Now this is where you really have to have the resolve, the mentality of a fighter, because he's got to go back and face that in a minute when he comes out of his corner. Can he face that? Can he push that away out of his consciousness?
Make your presence known. Assert yourself. Assert your punches.
There you go.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Shot he just scored with. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lenoard's now getting back up off the canvas. Sound defense. Good block that time by Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Roy Jones Jr.'s hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. He just looks exhausted to me right now. Leonard's accuracy is non-existent. This guy cannot punch a solid target right now.
No, but what this shows, he's missing so many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage that's done when they miss. You get discouraged. You start giving in.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Comes across with a hook up top. Nice uppercut from Roy. 10 seconds to go in this third round.
You're still not moving enough.
Oh, what a whiff by Sugar Ray Leonard. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow.
You're going to take this one.
There you go.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more.
Start of round number 4, a chance for us to look at Teddy's scorecard. He's trailing 3 rounds to zip, Teddy. People will be looking at this and say, yeah, but he's throwing punches. But Teddy, it's about throwing clean, effective punches.
Exactly. And
Roy Jones Jr. Wow! How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. So after being knocked down, now some major questions to be answered by Roy Jones Jr. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Leonard. Now hugging on the inside. Gets rid of that effort. Roy Jones Jr. is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
you know, also it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
And now they're opening up. Both right hands land. Roy Jones Jr.'s in a bad place. There it is. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
The ref stops the fight. Sugar Ray Leonard's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. He's probably going to mark that down as one of the highlights of his career. From out of nowhere, one single knockout punch.
Well, it's one of those punches that actually can be marked down. It's going to last in the annals of this sport. I mean, this matches up with any of the great knockouts ever in this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.